Look! Yes! Hello everybody, good morning. It's Monday, another week of work on the roof. What we're gonna do today? We're gonna remove some our makeshift scaffold and carry on with drilling holes into the cornier and fixing the vapor barrier to the roof. And hopefully we do some as well work on the dormer windows. Yeah, that's all from me.
I mean, I don't even really need to do anything apart from hold the camera these days. Let's get on with it, shall we? The professionals here. Look, he's taking it off already. Goodness gracious me. Look at the muscles.
Well rested over the Saturday and Sunday, so we're ready.
Yeah, look at that. No messing around today with Pete.
Nope.
No.
Stay back.
Okay, right. We can't work on the roof. Oh, I nearly fell over. We can't work on the roof. It's just too wet. Can you see? There you go. We were due, supposedly, a little bit of light rain for an hour or so, and that's why we figured that we would keep on going with it. But as you can see, it is proper tipping it down. So, next we are going to pivot. What we're going to do, so we're going to have a big old tidy up in here, and we're actually going to move everything from underneath here, and we're going to take the digger inside and drag all of the hardcore and stuff that we have in there. We think there is the original concrete floor, which is around about 350 millimeters lower where it currently is. We're not quite sure. We found some concrete. So hopefully it's just a little bit along there. If not, there's going to be a layer of concrete all the way through there, which we'll have to dig and pull up, because essentially the thickness of the concrete is what we need to remove to then start building up from there again. Okay, let's do a nice time lapse, tidying everything up. Everyone loves a time lapse of tidying things up. Let's do it. It goes up massively, doesn't it?
Yeah, 8 centimeters down, according to.
I figured it's going to be the case. We're going to have to drag all of the detritus off the top of this in one lot, and and move all that out, and then go up that end and just basically get on the underside of it and hook our way.
8 centimeters.
That's okay. It's all good. Hey, right there. That's. Yep. That's our lot, I think. Well, that's what the inside of the barn floor looks like when you dig around about 400 millimeters out of it. Really, we are so thankful that we have that digger.
Amazing, this equipment and the tipper. Wow. 2 days, that's it, gone.
Yeah.
Manually, with the pickaxes, shovels, 4 weeks, I would reckon.
Yeah. It's a good job, that people created these things.
Yeah, I think the Polish people invented that, and the digger too.
Oh, the Polish people invented the digger and the tipping trailer.
You're welcome.
I like that action, that little handle. I wonder who invented that.
I bet the Polish people invented that.
Oh, and the wheel?
Of course.
Oh.
The story is the God created the world, the animals, the mountains, the stars, the sun. Then he created Polish people and they built the rest of it.
Shall we show these guys what it actually looks like in here now that we've scraped it all out? Oh, there we go. Now, the eagle-eyed amongst you can probably see There's a little bit of a hump just here. That is really, really hard stuff. Really, really hard stuff. So we've got a can go. We might have to do a little bit of braking yet. We're going to double check our height measurements and things like that. And as long as we can get really a minimum of 25 millimeters of sand on top of there, we'll be okay. But yeah, no, not enough. See the yardstick
it's
up there?
Another 8 centimeters, I would say.
Yeah, I would. 50 centimeters. Yeah. But yeah, so we're gonna have to do a little bit by hand, unfortunately. But yeah, not the end of the world, is it?
Yes, it is for me.
Okay, right now we are gonna go up to the terrace and we're gonna help Helen create a nice patch so she can get some planting done in time for spring. Right, I probably should explain what these are. We have got some concrete in to do in here, there, and that's going to be our finished floor surface, polished concrete. So Pete, very kindly, well, he's got a bit of a runny nose at the minute. Pete, very, very kindly, bought these over from Poland. So I bought them on a website called Allegro, very popular in Poland. I think eBay, that sort of type thing. And yeah, so we bought these, and the pair of them were just over 1,100 euros, which is a proper bargain. So we are under no illusions that they are not like amazing quality, but basically with all of the things that I want to do here, the cost of that would be the same as me just basically renting them. And I have had experience of the quality of the helicopters that are available here when I gave my friend Dan a hand to do some helicoptering at his place. And it's safe to say that the rental quality is not amazing, and so hopefully these are going to perform well, and then yeah, when I'm done, hopefully they're still going to work, and if I ever get my residency card which will allow me to work, then I'll be able to go out and float up floors. That'd be good. Well, what do we have here? Curved roof sheets. Out of all of the deliveries, this is the one I'm most stressed by. Surely he's not lifting them from there. I would have assumed they were going to lift it from the bottom. So sure about that one.
Merci. Merci. Merci.
Right, YouTube.
It's gonna be lovely. It's gonna be, everything's right.
Pete,
You worry too much sometimes.
I do worry too much. I know what you're going to say next. It's going to look good from my house in Poland.
I've said already once that, so
Ay.
it's gonna be perfect.
Oh, hello there. Hello, everybody. Hello, Richard. It's not a good day. It's miserable out there.
What do we want to do today, Pete?
Go home, have lots of snacks, and watch Netflix.
What are we going to do?
We're gonna take the breakers and we're gonna chip the rock, basically. I think that's the plan.
Yeah.
We can't do anything upstairs, up in the mezzanine.
Yeah.
To help Helens with the gardening project. So yeah, we're gonna hide ourselves underneath the roof and hopefully it's gonna keep us warm. The hammering action.
Last week we were in our t-shirts, weren't we, by
Yeah.
midday? And yeah, today, not the case. The wonders of March.
2 degrees. That's the temperature right now.
As we were driving in, we went through a little bit of a blizzard of snow.
Yeah, snow.
So that was nice. Like, shall we?
Yeah.
Are
let's
you
do it.
ready?
Never. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's not prolong the misery.
Look at us. We both need a bucket of motivation each, don't we?
A proper kick of motivation.
Oh, and as I say that, it started to snow again. See you in a bit. Bye. Hey Pete, what are we going to do?
Something with string.
Okay, dirty lens. So, we had slight racking on the OSB. What we've ended up with along the front is a slight sawtooth, like that. As each sheet was going down ever so slightly, maybe about 4 or 5 millimeter on each corner. So what we are going to do is we are going to put a screw in the center of the ridge angle line here, and another one up the far end. And then we're going to run the line through, and then we're going to pop some screws that follow the line. Then we are going to take the tape measure, hook it onto these screws, and pull it down to the corner where we started. We're going to take that measurement and we're going to transfer that measurement. We're going to move along to each of these black screws that we're going to put in, and we're going to transfer that measurement all the way through and put a screw through. Then we can take another bit of line and run it through there to make sure that it's nice and straight. And so what we will end up with is the ridge and the eaves being parallel to each other. And yeah, from that point, we can make a cut and trim the bottom eaves OSB to make everything dead straight. And then we can then put the rest of this vapor barrier down, ready for our brackets. Sounds simple? What do you reckon?
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe. Okay, let's get on with it. Okay, so we have 6682 from the ridge down to the bottom here. I'm going to show you, just down to that point there. So now tape measure, it's going up here, up there, and we're going to measure 6682 down and pop a screw in. This is where we're going, yeah?
Okay.
Tu comprends?
Right. Maybe.
Oh, all the
leave
way
it-
down. Let's go,
I
go.
know. It's swinging for us badly. So maybe you go down and.
So I've got to make a cut all the way down through there. Make sure in my head it's definitely right. We've got the insulation 58, yeah? So there's 2 layers of 58. So there's 116. It's so hard because I can't eye it down through because all the steel's in the way. So 116 takes us to here, yeah? Then we've got 100 millimeters of panel that comes up by all this, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then we have the roof sheet that will come over and it'll oversail by about 35, 40 mil.
Right.
All right.
Fine. What's the priority now? First of all.
For you is to just finish drilling the holes. I'm gonna cut along here and then you should be finished. And then we need to cut all the way up here. I'll get the harness on, I'll get the petrol cutter, and we'll cut all the metal overhangs.
Cool.
Make sense?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Come see.
Comme ça. Right, that is all the brackets done. Tomorrow we are going to cut down that pile of timber right there. We're going to split it in half, and that's going to form the planks. You can see those boards that we put in there so we could stand on there. Essentially, that's what we're going to have, but half the thickness, so we'll be able to have insulation underneath them, so we won't have any cold bridging. They're going to be all the way up, all the way over, and then the battens, you can see up on that corner, they will go on top of those timbers, and then counter battened, I should say, and then normal battens will go through, and then the roof goes on top of that. I think I've probably explained this many times, but it's always worth repeating for those that haven't seen the previous videos. Right, Pete's getting a beer, and I'm gonna drink a beer with him, and it's my good friend Dan's birthday, so happy birthday, Dan. Obviously, because I edit these things kind of weeks after I shoot them, his birthday will be long gone, but happy birthday, you old git. This is it. Curved roof sheet. First one as a trial one is going on right now. Months I've been thinking about this. I'm feeling pretty confident, and yeah, wish me luck. Let's give it a go. Whoop, 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 whoa. Okay. Maybe face it, we lift it rather than just pick it up like that. Like,
Okay.
whoa, we needed to talk about that one before we did it. Okay, right, we've done it now. Okay. Whew. I was not expecting that.
Okay.
Right, I can't hold it anymore. Just hold that and I'll run up the ladder, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna put it down.
Stop there, stop there.
You got clamps up there?
Now they're in the dormer.
Right, hold on to the top of it. I'm gonna pull it, all right?
Yeah. You've got it.
Is that it?
Yeah, mate.
Was that it?
That's it. Look.
Yes!
Good job.
Okay, I'm coming back up to take a look. Mate.
See, it shouldn't work.
Oh, come on.
I saw it when they arrived and said, I know Richard, he couldn't make a mistake. He's too anal for mistakes.
Oh, I don't know, mate. I can't tell you, Pete, how many sleepless nights I've had over this.
There, buddy. Done it. Look at that. You
That's
can
it.
admire.
I need to take a photo. Ideally from over there. Yeah. Do you know what I do need, Pete? A cup of tea. Happy boy. There we go. The first one. Of course, we've got to take that back off. And there are 20 more to go on. But that's something, isn't it? Like and subscribe, everybody. This is happening. This is going to look amazing.